So I'm really pleased to tell you we're in the process of making the first 100 Pictar Pros. This is the pilot batch that we put through the factory just to make sure that we've got all the correct parts fitting correctly together, that the components are all within tolerance and specification. We have a little gap now between the pilot production and when we go into mass production, where we just tie up the loose details to make sure that all the products come off the production line in mass production in the best possible format. So let me give you a little tour around the facility. Basically, the production process has been broken up into 8 steps, which are set out around in a sort of horseshoe type shape around the room, starting in 8 separate steps where various functions are taking place at each stage, at the end of which the product is actually packed and put into the box. So sweeping around the room here, here we are assembling perhaps one of the most fiddly parts of the product, which is the shutter button. In the Pictar Pro, we've tried to give a really positive and intuitive feel to the shutter button. So it's a dual action piston that operates here, and it's spring mounted. So there has to be a little spring put in. The shaft has to be put through, and then it has to be clipped into position. It's quite a fiddly little task. That's done at the beginning here. It's inserted onto the brass plate, and then the product swings around the room here. And here we are preparing some of the electronics. This is the LED light pipe and the QI board here, getting ready for the assembly further down the line. The light pipe is actually heat shrunk into position. And here we go. This is the actual mechanism. The draw mechanism is being assembled here. In the back here, you can see all the blue, all the blue buckets here. Each have got a label on them, which is the finished good code. Well, the raw material code of the component itself. So you can see there's so many different parts going into what appears to be quite a small product. You can see here now it's gone one stage further. We're inserting the back plate into position, and then sweeping down to the next station here. We're actually putting the rubber bung inside the wheels, and then the washers are put on. And down here we've got the batteries are being assembled. We put a little foam pad over the top of them. Foam pad's there so that it snugly fits up against the case and stops the battery rattling when it's inside the product. And then the product finally comes around to final assembly, where we put the grip on, and we put the Pictar Pro logo onto the outside, and then round to the final station here, where we check the product for quality, etc. So we've got to check that all the functions are there, and to check that the finishes are correct and everything's lined up correctly. So there you go. I'm really pleased to say that we're on target to get your product to you as promised earlier, and things are progressing to plan. Thank you very much.